Hi everybody, JD Blackrose, Real Talk Writer here. Today I want to talk more about building a writing habit, which is something that I'm going to be talking about a lot because I think that the inability to establish a true habit when you're trying to build a writing career is one of the major reasons why people fail. Because if you don't have a writing habit, then you can't really build a story and finish anything. And if you don't have anything to finish, then you don't have anything to publish. So you have to get in the habit of writing often. And I was on a panel this past weekend at JordanCon, which I loved. I had a great time. Thank you to everybody who ran that convention. And we talked about, what it's like to be a writer today. And it was all, really about like what you need to know when you get into publishing. But we didn't spend enough time, as far as I'm concerned, talking about like the stuff that comes before publishing, which is building a consistent writing habit so that you can build story, you can practice your craft, you can learn the challenge and process of submitting. Like all of that stuff has to come first. So I have started reading this book. There it is. You can see all my stickies and my notes. How to Change, the Science of Getting from Where You Are to Where You Want to Be. And this book is fascinating. It's all social science, social behavior science from this Professor Katie Milkman, who's at Wharton at the University of Pennsylvania. And she talks about all these things that we can do to build a habit that lasts. Now, all of this stuff is about like doing whatever, the normal things, losing weight, drinking more water, exercising more, whatever it may be. But we can apply some of these lessons to creating a writing habit. So when I say you're building a writing habit, I mean that you are writing on a regular, consistent basis so you can build story and complete projects, complete manuscripts, and then get them to a point where they're edited and able to be submitted. So you have to have a process that lets you do that. That can be every day if that's what you like. It can be 2 or 3 days a week. It can be at different times during the day. In fact, one of the things she talks about is that it's great to have elastic goals, flexible goals, because sometimes life gets in the way. And if you're a second stage writer, which is what I call people who are starting out and they're over the age of 40, if you're a second stage writer, then this is absolutely true, right? We have so many distractions, children and family and bills, bills. So building a habit means that you have to find a way to write consistently over time so that you can build story and finish things. That's what it means. And how you define that is up to you, but that's what you're looking for. So one of the things that she recommends in here is tying that new habit, your writing time, creating space in your life for writing, to a cue. And I thought this was a very interesting thing. So say you keep saying, I just have no time to write. I have no time to write. Okay, but you can identify 20 to 30 minutes, in your days, most of your days, 5 days a week, where you could write to say 20 to 30 minutes. Fine. But you have to be consistent about it. So you need to tie that to a cue, and that cue should be something that you like to do. So an example might be, I will write 20 to 30 minutes, and when I'm doing that, I'm going to allow myself my favorite snack. So that you only get that snack when you're writing, but if you're writing, you get that snack. So I'm only going to write when I have that snack available, and that snack will only be available to me when I write. So for example, a elastic goal might look like this. I am going to write 3 days a week for 20 to 30 minutes. And when I do so, I will allow myself to have my favorite popcorn. So my favorite popcorn is now tied to that. And I've created an elastic enough goal that I have said 3 days a week for 20 to 30 minutes. But I can only have my popcorn when I do that. So it's an elastic goal, but it's specific enough and it's tied to something pleasurable that is a cue. So whenever you look at that popcorn now, you're going to be like, I should be writing. Anyway, I hope that's a good hint for you. I thought it was really interesting. I'm working on the outline for a nonfiction book about establishing writing habits for people who are starting out over the age of 40 for second stage writers. And I need to get a really better title because that's just way too long. And in the process of doing that, I'm reading a lot about establishing habits. So I'll be sharing those tips and tricks with you. So again, elastic goal. I will write 3 days a week for 20 to 30 minutes. And when I do that, I'll allow myself my favorite popcorn or my favorite snack, or you could wear your best, comfiest slippers or your favorite sweatshirt, but tie it to a cue. Okay, I hope that helps. Take care, everybody. Bye.